All right, folks, welcome to BladeCast TV. This is our first stream in absolutely ages. You'll be glad to see that we are streaming our very own BladeCast Master Tournament. We do apologise, the introduction is going to have to be cut short. I'm with my hood.
Hello.
But we're going to go straight into the match because the first 2 rounds have already been played. There was a bit of a mix up with servers and whatnot, but we're in the game, and it's 2-0 to Rising Rivals, and they're playing against Lost in Lidl.
Yeah. The first 2 rounds saw a boat spawn like we have right now. The Lost and Lidl managed not to win that round. They got beaten a bit hard. They managed to take down 2 others near the end. The second round went up much closer. They managed to get it down to 4-4. In the end, there was Aiku last standing, but he was eventually brought down by the Rising Rifles.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Like, there was some good play from individuals.
Definitely.
But obviously, there's only so much we can comment on it because the stream is no longer. We can't see into the past. Unfortunately, Ross isn't that good. He is good.
Maybe in Bannerlord we can,
Attila gets taken down somewhere.
Wow, nice. They're pushing on the left as well, trying to get on the boat. The Rising Rifles managed to pick off Sump.
Yeah, I think Attila was. He was pushing back from the archway there, but Sazu is pushing dismounted now towards the flag.
That's good. They need the extra flag presence. Harmon takes down Ranga. Oh, a lot of Lidl dropping now.
Oh yeah, continued deaths from Aristotle, Zippo, Aku, Zazu. They're all flying down now. There's only 2 members left.
But it's the last round, so they can't really save their equipment. They gotta have to die trying.
Yeah, to the last man. Well, that was very quick.
The duck.
I mean, we did have Attila was picked off very, very early.
Yeah, that was good.
Which was. And so it's not according to skill level or predicted skill. There wasn't a council of elders who came around the table and said, "Hey, these teams are good." Those guys basically play 4 matches. There are 5 rounds, but you can get 1 bye, which is essentially like the match you want to avoid.
Right.
Which I think is pretty fair.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you get 5 rounds, and those rounds are predetermined in terms of the factions that are played and the maps they're played on. However, what I really like about this is that you don't have to play them in the order that the rounds are set. So round 1 doesn't have to necessarily be played first. And another really, really big difference is that you can play at any point. So you don't have. It's not a week in, week out basis, which I think is very, very different. And some teams are really taking advantage of that. Like, we have teams that have already played 3 of their 4 matches already.
Oh, that's really interesting. It's also good because that way people can find the best dates for both teams far easily or more easily.
Exactly, yeah, and it's very interesting because some teams. I mean, if I was a captain, you'd be deciding between we're only gonna have our strongest players in this little window, so let's get all the matches out there. But then you might also say, well, we're not going to get a lot of training in, so. It is very intense.
Yeah,
so
you might want to reserve the toughest match for last, so you had the practice of all the other matches.
Exactly. There's a lot of like tactics that go into it. And then finally, after the we have a team kill there from Duck. Actually, this round is live.
Oh, okay.
We'll explain the rest of the tournament format afterwards because there are still some more differences. For instance, we have some invited teams, but Lidl are actually pushing out of the underground now, and it looks like they're getting the upper hand.
Yeah, I think they're gonna fight here actually. Seems some Cav try to displace the archers, but it's not really working out.
Aristotle goes down early to Venom with a brilliant couch lance. And Attila takes down Duck as well. Oh, it's looking like a bit of a replay from last time.
They're pretty cornered now as well. Oh, but Attila team kills.
Oh, but then he gets his own double kill with a headshot on Aku. And then Attila gets another double team kill, but then he brings it back with a triple kill.
Wow.
I think that must be a first in streamer history, a double team kill and then a triple kill on the enemy.
Yeah. Maybe he sacrifices a teammate to power up and get another headshot in.
Did it for the stream, he says. Well, it was certainly entertaining. I liked what Lidl did there. They pushed out and they showed the aggression early on, which often as Nords can prove quite successful, but they just got trapped in that little corner by the Bastion there, and Attila, as well as taking out members of his own team, he took out several members of the opposition as well.
Yeah, he just kept firing arrows down there, and it did some magic on both ends of the stick.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, what do Lidl need to do differently? I mean, I kind of like their aggression, that they're not just sitting and waiting for the enemy.
I think in the second round that wasn't on the stream, they had someone actively go after Attila, and I've been. We also saw it in the last round of the first set when they shot Attila, but it's really good to just shut him down. And in this round, that seemed to be lacking a bit, and their own archer and infantry was exposed to their cavalry attack from the rear. So I think they need to pay a little bit more attention to the back.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. So maybe that's one of the jobs of the Cav they can get doing, because Nord Cav is very tricky because their javelins are really, really good. Like if you get a good headshot with that, obviously you've taken down an opponent instantly, but then their shield skill is really poor.
Yeah,
especially against these bigger archers as well. And RR are actually pushing out right now.
There we go. We see Hassan going in for the King of Archers. He was spotted on time though, so they managed to save him.
Yeah, that was good team play there, good communication. The
Rust
engagement
is rolling it up.
Oh, Kara gets taken down by Sazu, and that's a good start for Lidl.
Definitely. Oh, another one goes down.
Oh, and the third.
This could be it.
Really good for Lidl. They're taking down players very well. Harmon looks in a lot of trouble. Duck takes down Caesar, and then Raga takes down Harmon. That's a double kill. 2 double kills, in fact.
Oh, it's going great for the... Oh, unfortunate.
Sazu. But we do have a triple kill. Ranga takes out Azan, but Venom gets one back on Zombie. But
I guess Venom's going to save his equipment.
Too little too late at the moment, yeah.
Oh, Cav dueling. Duck.
I mean, what was weird about this was that the Rising Rivals seemed to take the initiative, but when Lost in Little actually reacted, they seemed to do better. So maybe they need to be changing their game plan a little bit more and start doing
more
this
reactive.
and react to what they're doing.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see if it is a one-time thing or if they can actually use the reactions to their advantage. By the way, we'll need to update the score after this round. The 9-12 doesn't really add up. Yeah,
I mean, currently the score lies at 4-1 to Rising Rivals. It's the current round though is 1-1 in this set.
Yeah,
but aggregate it is 4-1 to Rising Rivals, and Lost in the can still bring this back. It's first to three format, which has been used not more recently, but in the history of tournaments, it was a pretty recent change to the scoring system, because for a long time it was always out of 4 rounds, wasn't it? And it opened the possibility of draws.
And made the matches.
Yes. Well, no. 4 rounds, as in one set would be comprised of 4 rounds, whereas
these sets been for ages, I think.
Yeah, it hasn't been, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things,
right? Okay,
first to 3 has been the last year or two. It has been the choice of format in terms of sets and rounds.
That's definitely true.
I prefer the system. I think there's nobody disputes that, which is why it's being used again for this tournament, because it makes the sets really rapid, but not too short as to you think, oh, what the hell happened there?
Yeah, there's some chance of having an impact, but also you won't get to like round 6 where people have like god tier armor and our team is like plebs running around. You know, it's just
Exactly.
like, why would you play that round anyway?
Exactly. Yeah, it just seems, oh, what's the point? Like, it's very hard for the other team to come back.
So the flag spawned for Lidl, and Rising Rivals is pushing in. They have Attila at the back, but might be getting attacked by Somp pretty soon.
Kyron has taken a little bit of health off of him from an actual well-placed jab to the foot there. That must be really hard to walk. Azan and Co are attacking someone in the tunnels. I can't quite see
there was
who.
some tried to go for Attila, but he was intercepted. So it was good communication.
Again. He's being very audacious with this. He's got 3 enemy players coming around him, and Sazu actually comes through, and I think Sazu's going to try and push out Attila, which he successfully does.
Yeah.
Oh, and Attila gets a brilliant jump kill on Zombie there. Really well played from Attila. Duck's going to try and come in, but does nothing in the end. Oh, but King of Archers gets a kill on Chiron. That's really well played from the infantry on the flag. The flag's really high up, I might point out. And another headshot from King of Archers. He gets a double kill on an Azan, a triple kill with Caesar. Oh, but he also gets a team kill and another team kill from Duck as well. This might allow RR to come back, and Winfred gets a kill on Zippo. 4 versus 2. RR could do something here if they play smart. Aristotle's very, very low.
Nice stop in the camp there.
But Lost and Little do manage to win on the flag there. Well placed. Aristotle gets Venom and Winfred gets Duck. Oh, that was pretty intense. Yeah, the fight kind of happened all over.
I think
they really
Azan went for
Attila, didn't they?
Yeah, they really went for him. But afterwards, Azan tried to go for King of Archers. I think he got like a stab in or something. But then he decided to go on and leave him be. And that was, in retrospect, the wrong choice, because that just allowed him to, you know, get a couple of kills in, do some damage, and that team just bounced through.
Yeah, really, really intense work from King of Archers there. He did get a team kill, but that triple kill really helped the team out a lot.
Fine.
Yeah. I mean, they did. I can understand why they wanted to take Tiller out, because he's obviously in the previous rounds he's done a lot of damage, and he's in a pretty good spot there by the tree just before the tunnels.
Yeah, but I think it's always good to go for him, because it will slightly upset him, and the more you upset him, the more he starts raging, and that's the point, you know, when his effectiveness has gone down by 50%.
Yeah. Oh wow. So as one increases, another decreases.
Exactly.
So Little are gonna retreat back onto the flag, which is a wise move. I mean, they could push, but I mean, I don't see any point. And Zombie is already on the flag, and remember, they did win on flag last time. I think that's true. Also why Rising Rivals kind of struggled a little bit last time, because they realised, oh, Caesar comes in.
Yeah, they're going to go through the middle instead to not go to that small gap there.
Yeah. Oh, Azan takes a hit as well as Caesar, so both their calves have been hit by Jav early on.
Looks like they didn't see it coming on time, though, because now they're both arriving on the flag at the same time. Bit of misplay from Lidl.
Yeah, lack of communication there from Lidl.
Yeah.
The fight is going to happen around the flag, though, and Venom gets taken out. His horse gets taken out, might I say. And the engagement's happening early on. Azan takes out Sazu, and Aristotle takes out Kara, but King of Archers gets a team kill.
It's going a bit downhill again for Lidl. I think arriving late to the flag might have caused a bit of chaos for them.
Yeah, I mean, Echo does get a kill back, and Duck get it as well, but that gets shut down early on by Azan and Caesar.
But Aiku is still up, and I think he's one of their better players. Oh, unfortunately, that didn't help.
Good team play there. Duck gets a good stab in on Caesar, but he's going to try and save his equipment.
No, you can't. It's the last round.
Oh, that's good. Oh, well, no. It's first to 3 for this one.
Sorry. Yeah.
I don't think that there's not
it's confusing because the score isn't really working correctly.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, we have to reset. I think mine is still correct. Yeah, so it is 4-2 at the moment to Rising Rivals. In aggregate, the current set score is 2-1 to Lost in Lidl, but it looks like pretty definitively, that Lidl are going to lose this. Rising Rivals.
Right, 2-2 now.
Caesar gets taken out by Duck though, and that's well played by Duck. I hopefully survive on Attila's entourage of arrows.
But why didn't he block there at the end? Attila could have just shot him there.
Yeah. So Caesar's not going to be too happy.
Mistake. Nope.
Yeah. He sees the humour in it, which is always nice.
Yeah,
not a lot of raging.
It is a good sport. That's all right.
So it was again. I think, like you said, Lidl arriving late onto the flag was a big disadvantage for them early doors, because if they had the advantage, they had
Definitely.
the upper areas, so to speak. They had the flag area, and all they had to do was move back. Their cav just had to point out, oh, by the way, guys, they're moving through the tunnels, but that never happened, and Lidl just got almost surprised to see Rising Rivals
Yeah, they
there
did,
on the flag.
which is weird, because they were actually there was some cav from Lidl and an archer that could see it, but I guess they were too busy fighting the cav from Rising Rivals to notice the infantry coming in.
Yeah, it is a big misfortune there on Lidl's side. They just didn't do what they needed to do. So for the first time, I think in this set, we're going to see Rising Rivals take the flag. I believe that's true. I think that's the first time they've got the flag. I'm not 100% sure.
In this set, yeah. No, that's not true. They had this situation before, but then they held it at Trebuchet. But now it's them holding the boat. Oh, they're going for an aggressive push.
Oh, Zippo takes Azan, and that's big early on.
That's really big, yeah. And Kieran is really low on health.
Pushing round as well. Look at that.
Kara also has almost no health.
Big kills coming in at the moment. Attila takes down Aristotle, and Armin takes down Ranga. Attila gets taken down, and there's a team kill on Rising Rivals. That levels it out. Harman takes down Zippo. King of Archers is still raining down, though. He takes out Kyron. Caesar takes out Zombie, though.
4 versus 4, and health bars are roughly equal.
Duck's doing a lot of work there. Oh, but Caesar takes out Sazu really well. And he takes down Duck's horse there. Brilliant play by Caesar to support. Aku's still up, though. He's fighting well, but he's very little health.
His shield's down now. It's going to be tough.
Oh, double kill for Winfred there, taking down Aku.
Adams is holding his shield up, buying some time. The cav to come in, and bam, they finished off King of Archers. And took the round. And, what's it called?
The flag set as well? Yeah. Yeah, they're doing the set as well.
Forgot the word for a second.
So the score is 6-2 to Rising Rivals. Rising Rivals take that set 3-2. Lost in Lidl were looking really strong at the beginning of that set. I kind of had them favourites to win this one. But Rising Rivals just managed to squeeze it through and see it to the end.
They have a lot of experience in the Rising Rival team.
Yeah, they do. We were noticing this on the rosters. You see a lot of talent, a lot of recognisable talent on the Rising Rivals team.
Definitely.
A lot of brain power as well, as we were mentioning earlier, with the likes of Azan, Harman, and Caesar, who have all commanded their own teams.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of tactics swirling around there, and they'll know what to do.
Yeah, that definitely opens up a lot of opportunities. Though, of course, too many minds can also cause problems. But it seems like they have the discipline to work as a group.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're all mature enough now that. Petty. Well, I mean,
is that a hidden hint at something, or?
I mean, no. There's nothing to suggest they weren't before, but they're all experienced players, and they all know what works and what doesn't work. So
definitely, they've all been here for years.
Exactly. So any major disputes will probably be non-existent, really, because
or solved after the match or whatever.
Exactly, because the main things that really. The things that are set in stone are the big tactics. It's just the little things like who drops what that kind of gets changed between commanders nowadays. The experienced ones, that is. Yeah.
And as you say, most tactics are usually kind of the same, especially for these maps that have been in tournaments for a while now. This one is a relatively new map in comparison to, say, Ruins, but it's still being played a lot, so you'll not see too many variations.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the second map now. As we were saying before, this tournament format, it's 2 maps with 2 sets on each map. So the first are 3, and then out of that map you swap around the factions, and then you play again, and then you change map and do the whole thing on repeat with different factions and a different map.
Yeah.
Carrying on the differences in this tournament format. Like we were saying before, there are 5 rounds and you only have to play 4, and you can play them in whichever order you want and however quickly you want. So if you want to play all of your matches in 1 week, then I don't think there's anything preventing that.
No. Well, other teams probably, but
correct me. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is brilliant. It's a really big change. And then the difference then comes after you play your 4 rounds, after you play your 4 matches. That is. the top team from each group. So there are 4 groups. The top team from each group will go to the main event, where 4 invited teams await them. So the invited teams are experienced teams that have won tournaments or have winning players in their teams who we know aren't going to, let us down in terms of entertainment and, amazing play. And so they've gone straight to the qualifiers. And our 4 qualified teams who have made it through their respective groups will fight them in the main event.
Yeah, they'll have a right to challenge the boss room, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it can go either way, because you might say the teams that are invited haven't necessarily had this experience, of getting through qualifiers and had to fight. I say modern meta. There's not really much change in the meta, but at least fight the teams and the skill level that is happening right now.
Definitely, and the added pressure of an official match, like trainings are training matches, and an official is always a bit more, more rough.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. You never know, because there's been trainings where big teams have lost to teams that you never thought would beat them, and obviously the official comes along, and that's nowhere near to be seen. Anyway, the next set of the second map is about to go underway. It's Frosthaven with Saranids versus Rodox. The current score is 6-2 to Rising Rivals, but don't count Lost in Little just out as of yet. I think they still have something up their sleeve.
Yeah, like all of rounds, you can see that they really have a chance to take it, basically. So a lot of things can change. There's also a different map. They might perform a lot better here, so still all to play for.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Naval Outpost, it's pretty similar in openness. Naval Outpost is quite an open map. I suppose you could say the only closed map is probably on the boat, but again, that's pretty open. You have the
horses can go on the boat as well if they really want to.
So there's nothing stopping them.
No.
This map, however, there is again, actually, now I think about it, there's no closed flags at all. So both maps are pretty much open.
Yeah, there's usually a lot of cavalry on this map, or both maps actually.
I mean, that's the difference between tournaments from before, where you'd have a closed map and an open map, and then one team might favour one map. Whereas this one, you've got to be pretty good. You've got to be kind of the jack of all trades, really.
Oh, sorry, I had to just ask for streamer. Somehow it reset mine.
Absolutely. Okay, the flag has spawned now. In the iced over lake, with that small tower above, which Lidl have taken. That's a smart move by them. King of Archers raining down his slow rate of fire crossbow.
It looks like their tower advantage is going to be negated soon, because they're going to come from that side.
Absolutely, yeah. Brilliant movement there by Rising Rivals.
Quick reaction.
Eliminating that hill advantage.
And they took out a cav there as well, Zasu.
Ooh, Azan. Well played early.
He went for his 3 cav and he paid the price.
Yeah, that's what you've always got to be careful with, that early cav engagement.
Yeah,
it's
they're very trigger happy.
Right.
Looks like they're trying to hold the position, or at least feint as if they're holding it. They're putting Somp onto the flag. He's a crossbow.
There is a crossbow down there, actually.
He moved away again. Because Venom is coming in, so he takes the high ground to protect himself more from the
Surprisingly, Lidl don't want to give up this tower. I would have thought they'd move down to the flag, maybe, but then that does give the Saranids the tower. So maybe this is different. I haven't seen this before.
No, it's a bit weird, because right now, I think the cav of... Yeah, they're just going to push through eventually.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Zombie takes down his fellow archer. So nobody's on the flag at the moment. Zombie's far on that hill. He's going to be very difficult, and taking out his own archer. And Aristotle gets taken down now, so that's 2 cav down for Lidl. It's not looking good. And
I'm pretty sure it's done
as well,
for Lidl at this point.
And killed. Yeah, Rising Rivals just picking off the remnants of the infantry of Lidl.
Yeah, the early cav kill was a big problem for Lost in Lidl, because they just had they just lacked any map presence after that. They just stayed in the towers, stood there, get shot at, and anyone who left was picked off. So yeah, that just didn't work.
I mean, I understood what the idea behind remaining in the tower was, that they didn't want to necessarily give up the advantage of the tower, but then after that, you either have to have one guy on a flag, or in Lidl's case, they just had Zombie far away on a hill.
Well, actually, Zombie came pretty close to the flag, but when he was almost there, the cavalry from Rising Rival started to come for him, so he retreated back up the hill. But I think he kind of had to try and stay on the flag anyway, get some support from their own cav, because that's the only way to force Rising Rival to actually try to assault the tower at that point.
Yeah, exactly, because they knew they had no pressure on the flag, so just like, we can just focus on killing these guys now. So it is, as much as I can understand and reason with why they wanted to stay in the tower, it just didn't work for them. They didn't do what was necessary.
No, it was the right idea, just not entirely well executed.
Yeah, exactly. So the flag has spawned now in the main spawn actually of, I believe this is Little Spawn, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless they did a spawn swap without me realising.
That is, of course, possible.
On the far right-hand side, he's managed to shoot King of... I don't think King of Archers notices... Oh, he does notice he's there.
Yeah, he was exchanging fire.
Seemed to have a shield.
Maybe it broke? Oh, no, he has a hammer with him, so maybe he didn't want a shield.
Yeah.
Though it also happens a lot that they get couch slams at the start somewhere.
Yeah, that is true. Aristotle's also taken a big hit somewhere.
Some cavalry behind.
Yeah, Sazu gets taken down again early on.
Yeah, he was stuck on the map edge there as well. Terrible position.
Yeah. Not great from the little cav there. Venom almost gets caught out by Duck, but managed to evade any sort of punishment.
I think Venom's horse did get hit by Aristotle, though, so it wasn't all for nothing.
Yeah. Azan and Winfred are hovering around that hill there. I think they're going to try and take out the Zombie at some point, who's already taken a hit from Attila, who obviously has done a lot of work. The engagement is happening far away from the flag in a very weird position on the flag.
There's also engagement on the flag, though. Basically, Rising Rifles has the flag by now.
Attila has forced 3 men to commit to his death.
Wow.
He manages to keep them busy for a while. And Zombie gets taken down, who was by himself. Rising Rivals have just basically said, all right, Attila, you're going to die, but we'll just do everything around them so we can kill them, because now they're completely cut off. Look. Yeah, and see that takes down Zippo.
It's definitely noticeable that Rising Rifles has 4 cav, and if they pick off one of the 3 cav from the start, they effectively have twice the cav, which means they can really shove around the flanks and really be pressuring everywhere. It's just too much for them right now. And Lidl, in response, tried to attack Attila with infantry, and
with 3
infantry, it's not fast enough. Yeah, it's not fast enough.
Is that not a bit excessive?
Very much so.
It just seemed very strange to commit such a large portion of your force, especially seeing as one of your cav went down early on, which is a third of your cav force. So you basically send almost half your team to one archer.
Well, one archer and Caesar, he was there as well. It was a cavalry supporting Attila.
But then, like you said, Rising Rivals placed more cav around the back, and they just came around them. It was just a simple elope around what remained of Lidl's forces.
Definitely.
So a bit of tactical, I suppose you could say immaturity. Not really. A bit of juvenile in their tactics. Really, they didn't really realise what they were falling into.
Definitely not. But perhaps it's just the sheer experience on the other side.
Absolutely,
makes it seem immature, or how do you call that? What word did you use?
I used juvenile.
Dwarves, perhaps. Juvenile. That sounds a lot more friendly than immature.
Yeah. Not so much immature, more, just a bit more new.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? Maybe, hopefully, Lost in Little can bring this round. I mean, it's just 2-0. They can still bring it back 3-2, like was done to them in the previous map.
Definitely, but they already take a lot of damage on their cavalry.
Oh, here comes Duck. He's right behind, but I think very audacious from him there. Trying to get an early kill. Oh, Caesar takes down King of Archers. Now that's a big kill. 1 archer down already. 1 crossbow, should I say. Oh, and Attila takes down Sazu. Again, Sazu. 1 cav gone again. And Harmon takes down Zombie with a javelin.
It's just all happening now. But Aiku takes one back, is pressuring Attila now as well, so we could see something there, but Azan's trying to cover him with the Warhorse. However, Azan's killed by Aiku. Pretty good.
Oh, but Winfred takes him down. That was well played by Aiku, but just not enough.
Definitely.
Caesar takes down Duck, and that was just too quick. It was just simple. It was just headshots. And again, the cavalry was taken down. I don't think Sazu managed to see more than a minute of each round.
Maybe in this round, because the engagements are a little bit later, but
Yeah, he still manages
definitely
to
not
get
staying
picked
alive
off,
for team fights.
which is a shame, because if you've only got 3 cav as well, you want to try and make the most of them.
Yeah. So right now
Especially
it's
against the
9-2 for Rising Rifles, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
So who's sponsoring the tournament?
So yeah, I'm glad you bring us around to that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of exciting stuff happening. The main sponsors, well, I should say it's the tournament is actually in collaboration with Tail Worlds.
That's good.
And BladeCast. Yeah, so it's really good that Tail Worlds is getting in, much more involved in the esports scene, so to say. Which is really good, and they're not just saying that, they've kind of made stuff happen. They've put things moving forward. So they've got a Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page, all with the /M&B Esports. So check them out. It's going to be really cool to see the things that they put forward and start engaging with the wider community.
That's good. Looks like Callum is doing some new things. That's good.
Absolutely, yeah. And then this tournament is also sponsored by Osiris. Oasis hosting. Sorry, not Osiris. I knew I would make that mistake. Osiris is a great player, but I don't think he's sponsoring anyone. It's
maybe he is. Maybe we'll see a sponsoring from Osiris now.
Maybe Oasis hosting. They're providing 3 tournament servers, which we're very grateful for.
Definitely.
Tail Worlds also providing 20 copies of Bannerlord to first and second place. Yeah, I know, that's great.
A lot.
10,
that's good.
10 to first and second, respectively, which is very, very cool. And then they're also providing 10 Tail Worlds t-shirts and posters to the winning team. And they've also provided 5 tournament servers, which is awesome. Servers is what we need to play on. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, the more servers you have, the more matches can be scheduled in the same week, basically, as well.
Absolutely. And then we have Cheshire's Cats Clan with them also providing 3 servers. We're very grateful to them. And Lord Metzger with also 3 tournament servers. So loads of play. Nobody can complain about lack of servers now.
No. It's a big chunk of servers on this. Luckily, it's good because usually there's a problem where some players can't see server X or server Y. So it's good we have a big reserve and can find the common ground that everyone can see.
Completely. So it's great to have so many places. But the fight is happening now.
Song gets cut out. And it's dead.
Azan takes him out though, but he did get a pretty decent big hit on Tally.
It's unfortunately he rammed his horse in the wall. Lidl is pushing up now. They're being blocked by the Harmon and Kara.
Kara does take down Sazu early on. Aristotle takes down Azan though, so a trade for trade there.
But King of Archers goes down to Caesar.
Very close. Aku takes down Kara. Aku's been playing very well as infantry.
Yeah, definitely. This whole game.
And Aristotle. Triple kill for Caesar, though. He takes down Aku.
It really looked like Aku swung first. That was unfortunate for him.
And now the last remaining players.
I like Duck's little dodging around Venom, but unfortunately Caesar had none of that bullshit and stabbed him anyway. But...
Absolutely, he was having none of that. Some individuals starting to shine now as the game progresses.
Yeah,
I mean it is a guaranteed win for Rising Rivals. There's no way Lost in Lidl can come back from this, but
good sport is still playing.
Yeah, rounds do make a difference. And I don't think I'm sorry to put a damper on Lost in Lidl's spirit, but unfortunately, due to 2 previous default losses, this loss I think pretty much renders them out of contention for the main event.
Yeah, because they need to be in the top place, right, of their pool.
Yeah, and they're pretty low down in their group at the moment.
Yeah, because I think there's like 5 or 4 teams in a group, and if you have 3 losses, then you can count that you're probably not going to be the first.
Yeah. So I think this might be the end of Lidl in the overall tournament, but it's not the end of them in this fight now.
No,
Sazu does get taken out, Aku, and it may have spoken too soon actually, because Aku is going to get taken down pretty quickly, and Zippo as well. 2 double kills coming in for Rising Rivals, Harmon and Winfred. Triple kill for Winfred. Duck manages to get one back on him though, so he ends Winfred's streak there. Double
nice.
kill.
Another one for Duck. They're not giving up.
He's making sure he doesn't go down without a fight.
Yeah, he's... Oh, Caesar could die here. No, he blocked on time.
Oh, Caesar takes down Aristotle.
They're all low on life, though, so it could go, you know... Oh, shit.
And Doug gets taken down as well, so end of his streak.
Just Somp left now. But it's very doubtful that Somp could take this back. But he's going to try anyway. Try and see if he can kill Ozan at least.
To the death.
To the death, yes. Oh, no.
But he might get protected by the model of the house there. No, he doesn't. He does
nice.
It's a decent smash on Caesar's horse, but alas, it was to no avail. So yeah, heavily in favour of Rising Rivals now. So it's 11-2.
I think if Lost and Little had managed to play a few more matches and didn't get to the faults, unfortunately, they might have put a bit more performance in here. Might have been able to take it because the rounds are a little bit of a pushover for Rising Rivals, but not too much. There's potential. There's definitely a chance to win.
Yeah, there's glimmers of hope.
Yeah.
With individual performances coming out, but that's just not enough to overcome the wave that is Rising Rivals, who are doing exceptionally well. They're putting down any sort of resistance that just comes about, mostly in the form of Aku in these recent rounds, and King of Archers in some of the previous
we've seen a lot of focusing on King of Archers now. He usually has one or two cav constantly swarming about him, which is smart play from Rising Rivals.
Completely,
but unfortunate for Lidl, of course.
They just want to eliminate the biggest threat at the moment.
Yeah.
Ooh, King of Archers just get a cheeky little shot on Azan there.
Oh, nice.
Attila is actually in a very weird spot. I've not seen this before. He's in between the roof of that bridge building and the building adjacent to it.
It's a very limited field of vision, but it's good enough to take down the archer position there.
Oh, but King of Archers manages to sneak on him, and he does get a shot on him, but then King of Archers also gets shot by Attila as well. I thought that might have been a headshot, but he got shot in the bicep there.
But Venom might take care of him now. Oh no, nice dodge from Archers.
And I think he's going to get helped out by Zippo here. He manages to take out Venom's shield. It's this... If Venom gets taken out, then King of Archers can put his focus elsewhere.
Some's engaging Attila, so he can't help either.
Yeah, zombies, but that's an archer for an archer. I don't know if that's very smart.
No, but it was good enough because they kept Attila busy for a little bit, just enough to kill Venom, and now he ran away once they saw Harmon and Kara coming in. So it was good.
Well
good
played
play
there. So they've managed to take out a player without losing one, which is
definitely
always good.
But Caesar's coming up from the rear. Who knows what he's going to do? I think he's going to take down Somp, and there we go. He's going to get couch lanced.
Harmon and Kara just keeping their spears out, but they do manage to take it away. Caesar takes out Zombie early on, but Zippo, takes out Winfred. Harmon then proceeds to eliminate Aristotle, and Tally getting a shot in on Ragnar there. Aku's still alive, but we know he can do a bit of damage, so we might be able to pull this back.
It's being assaulted by...
Kara takes out Harmon in a team kill, and Aku manages to survive on very low health, and he gets a double kill. He's doing really well at the moment.
Can finish the job now.
Both players
Zarsa's moving into support.
And Aku gets a triple kill. Wow. Really well played. Brilliant play from Aku there. He did a brilliant job to survive.
I just see Attila killed King of Archers, so they must have been dueling off on the side there.
Yeah, they were.
Both with really low HP, so there must have been a really good duel there.
Yeah, it was a shame we missed it, but I mean, there's only so much cool, entertaining play that we can cover. Attila did manage to come out on top at the end of that. I could see that Attila managed to get a melee kill there.
Yeah. Bit of a cheeky banter from Attila there.
Yeah, he was saying thanks for the kill, so I assume he won.
Yeah, well, he did kill him in the end. Maybe he walked into him or something. When I help you get on the scoreboard. Oh, that's rough.
That is... love a bit of banter between teams. It's always pleasant, as long as it doesn't go overboard.
Yeah,
so it's nice to see Lidl back on the scoreboard. Then bringing back around, so it's currently 11-3. Obviously, there's no way that Lost and Lidl can win, but they can take this set. And, maybe not not take this lying down. You know, they want to remind Rising Rivals that they're not out of the fight.
We saw a lot of tactical plays here from Lidl, though, because definitely the whole thing with Attila and Venom there was great. And then afterwards, they did a good job in holding the flag there.
Ooh, what a headshot from King of Archers there. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's totally fine.
That was a brilliant headshot.
Was he about to get stabbed by the?
He was. It was immediately before. The timing was absolutely perfect. He just managed to bring it round, and he just took him out.
That's perfect. Unfortunately, the health of King of Archers is pretty shit right now, so any horse will just knock him down.
Attila does have a reign over his little tower. We might call it Attila's tower, but he is in there with Tally. Who knows what he's been doing? But they are both shooting down. King of Archers managed to take down Azan as well. That's a big kill. But Kara gets one back with Ranga.
Aika is fighting in the flag, but he's mostly alone against Kara and Harmon.
He will get some help in the form of Aristotle. Oh, but he gets taken down early by Harmon. No, actually not by
Venom.
Harmon.
The cow stabbed him in the back. But Aristotle takes revenge and stabs Harmon in the back. Oh, this could be taken by Lidl now. They have good presence on the flag. They have Duck on top shooting down, and King of Archers as well.
Brilliant play there.
Nice.
Well played. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go to Lidl here. Well played indeed. Tully does manage to get a shot on Duck there and take him out.
Both crossbows are in the tower, but looks like Attila's coming back for that kill.
Oh, Attila gets shot by King of Archers. That's going to be some fuel for the banter after this.
He's going to be really upset right now.
That was really well played by Lidl.
That was good.
Tactically, it was the best thing that they could have done in that situation. But really well played. As we expected, the cheeky banter is proceeding. But that was really brilliant play. It was good. Like you said, they managed to Lost in Lidl. That is, they managed to focus on enemy players without committing the entire team. You know,
they sort of got the system down now. Maybe they were just testing the waters before, and I don't know. Okay, I need to send exactly this amount of players to deal with that or this.
Yeah. So I mean, although the game is lost in Lidl intend to take this set, and I think that's brave of them.
Very much.
It shows that they're not just giving up. They're like, oh yeah, well, sorry boys, we're out of this anyway. No, they're taking this on their chin. And you know what, boys, let's just win this last round, last set.
I think it's definitely good to play out the match because it's a bit of respect to your opponents, and also it's good experience anyway.
Yeah, and I don't think Rising Rivals really would have expected it. For some sort of comeback to be mounted.
No.
But it is nice to see by Lidl. Really respect to them to carry on fighting.
It does make me wonder what would have happened if they played this match first or this map first. Maybe they just batch on this map. But I think it's maybe also the warming up part because Rising Rivals was on the server much earlier than the match. They were practicing, and Lidl just came in last minute basically. So half of them can't be really warmed up probably.
Exactly. Yeah. Attila in a very tricky spot there on the side, but he will be approached by Duck and Sazu. Duck manages to get a jump shot on him, and Zombie takes him out. That's a big kill early doors.
They managed to crossfire him pretty nicely there, but Som is now going to take down by Harmon maybe? It's Harmon and Kara.
He's managing to survive. Ooh, but Aristotle gets dismounted, so it's Zombie and Aristotle. Harmon takes down Zombie and Aristotle in a double kill. Brilliant play by him, but Aku manages to take down Tally in the meantime with King of Archers getting a double kill. Harmony has a triple kill on Ranga. Ranga just seems to be the cannon fodder at the moment in the recent rounds.
King of Archers gets another shot on his arm as well.
Another double kill. Wow. So that's a quad kill for King of Archers there.
I think the three archers are really working out for them. They have a lot of crossfiring, and cavalry sort of maneuvering between different fights, doing good work there. Yeah, that's the match.
Yeah, and Lidl take that last one. Really well played to them. Really a lot of heart in that last set. And it's nice to see them come through and win that last set very bravely and very well as well.
Nicely executed.
They fought hard for that.
Definitely. I would have hoped to see more of them, but unfortunately, I think they have one more match to play, I guess. So who knows?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, they play the rest of the tournament like they played this last set.
Yeah, that would be good.
Going on with determination, hoping to win as much as they can. Because it was nice to see them. It was really good play, in and out, towards this last map. It would have been even better if they managed to play like this in the previous map. But you know, Rising Rivals stomped them out really early with good tactics and really good team play.
Yeah.
No one really to highlight. It was just a really big team effort. You know, there was one or two who stood out, but then it seemed like everyone got a double kill on Rising Rivals team.
Yeah, they all support each other pretty well. Like obviously we saw like, you know, some repeating names like Aiku, King of Archers, and Duck, I think. But overall, they all did their job. Apart from, I guess, that one Cav that kept dying early on, but I forgot who it was. Maybe it was actually Som. I don't know.
I think it was Sazu in the previous.
Oh, Sazu. Okay.
Yeah, he was picked off several times in the previous one.
Yeah. Well, who knows what happened? Maybe. You know, like once you die a few times, you're more likely to make a mistake afterwards. So I guess it was just a bit of that.
Yeah, it was a very exciting match. As
definitely, I did enjoy
the score
it.
might not show that, but it was very interesting. The rounds were close at times, and then other times not so close. But really good individual performances, and as well as team play as well.
A lot of potential.
Absolutely, I look forward. Well, I want to say I look forward to seeing Lost in Lidl perform more, but
I think they deserve more with that name.
They do. That's been something pointed out quite a lot, that people have really enjoyed Lost in Lidl's name. It is a very. I did chuckle when I first heard it because it is a very creative name.
Definitely. I think if they had actually played in a Lidl, like this match from a Lidl, they would have won hands down.
Yeah. Yeah, and if they hadn't given any default losses before, which is a shame,
that's just that sucks.
They might have gone on to bigger and better things. But that's the end of that match. Then today, the score does come out as 11-6 to Rising Rivals, with Lost in Lidl unfortunately losing that one. So Rising Rivals do have 2 more matches to play. Which rounds they are, I'm not too sure, but they're in that division, they're looking quite strong at the moment. Obviously, with today being an example.
Yeah. Perhaps we'll see them in the finals, but who knows? They still have to fight for
hopefully.
it.
Exactly. Yeah, like you say, they've still got to fight for it, and hopefully we will see them in the finals. They're a very strong team. They deserve this win today.
Yep, they did actually. It's not just like a matter of like, oh, they played more or something. They actually put in effort. They worked as a team. They had some good strats, and it all worked out.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, so I want to see them again in future tournaments, because you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? And so the more you play together, the more experience in tournaments you get, the better you become, hopefully.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to see them again, because there was nothing that I didn't enjoy out of their game today.
Definitely, it was both sides had some interesting plays, and neither was how do you call that, negative or anything. They were both enjoying the match. We had a little bit of banter, but nothing over the top. It was good.
Absolutely. So to bring this match to an end, this is the BladeCast Master Tournament. It's really cool. If you're new to Warband, check it out there's links everywhere, all over BladeCast's Twitch. So do check out as much as you can. Remember to go onto Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at M&B Esports, and you'll be able to see Tailwood's Esports there. But any shout outs you want to do, Mahood? It's been awesome streaming with you, by the way, dude.
It's been good, man. It's the first time we streamed together, but I really enjoyed it. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
thank you for having me.
Good thing going. No, absolutely, we've got a good thing going on here. So do look forward to it. So do you have any shout outs, dude?
It's a bit tough call because I tend to like the underdogs, which in this case was definitely Lidl, and I really enjoyed Aiku's play. Like, definitely, he was very strong in most rounds. There's like this edge of the seat moment where, in theory, Aiku could still take the win. So that was definitely good. But I think I also really enjoyed the triple kill with the double team kill. That's just like, at this point, yes. maybe Attila was like in berserk mode. He didn't care anything that moved. He just got shot, and that's what happened possibly. So I really enjoyed that moment.
Yeah, that definitely a highlight of today's match. Also, just want to shout out to the referees, the staff, and the administration of this tournament. You know, they all give up their time. Nobody gets paid for this.
Yep. A lot of time invested.
It's all out of their own time. Exactly. Yeah, a lot of hard work has gone into making these things. A lot of behind the scenes stuff that that people might not see.
Yeah,
So
there's always a couple of
big thanks
problems
out to
people
them.
run into, and they get really fixed quickly by the administration team, which is really good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to finally say thanks to Ross, our producer, who's been working on the stream behind the scenes. You don't hear his voice, but
Thank you, Ross.
see all of the work of his. You see the fruit of his labour.
Definitely.
So big thanks to him. And finally, thanks to you, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you too.
Thanks for joining me, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I know. Of course, we've got to thank the viewers as well.
Oh yeah,
thanks
of course.
for tuning in. Yeah, first stream in a long time. So we thanks for joining us, and we will be streaming a lot more. Don't you worry. There'll be a lot of different voices here, a lot of personalities, and a lot of matches.
Yep, kind of covering a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I think from myself and Mahud, that's a good night. And take care, Warband.
Yeah, good night, everyone. Take care.